Hey there everyone, so I'm doing a long-term review of the Lark M1. This is the original. I'm wearing one of the receivers right now, but basically I bought this some time ago. It's kind of hard to see, but original price was about $150.47 including tax, and that was back in August 18th, 2024. So I'm just going over some things that I learned while using it. So one of the things that I like to do when I ended up purchasing this was obviously putting in the black sticker, as you could see. And I actually purchased some magnets for this because it also is all black, and it's so easy to lose that piece. And the one I bought was this one right here. All right. So essentially, this magnet is 3 millimeters in diameter and about 0.12 inches, according to Amazon. That's where I got it, and that's what allows you to basically use this. I'm gonna turn this one off for now because I do have one on. All right, so there's that. And one of the other things I learned while using it, because I know I kind of agree, the wind muff they have for it is kind of ass. It really is. But if you actually keep it on for a while, it makes it so much easier to use. As you can see, mine's kind of all ruffled up. It makes it easier to put on once you leave it on for, like, say, a whole week. Just leave it on there for a whole week. It'll stretch it out, and it makes it easier to put on. And the other thing people talk about is, how do you know where to place it if it's on? I put some white out. You could put whatever you want to mark it. So essentially, I know this is where the mic is without always having to look for the arrow, which can be difficult. And I know that the button's going to be right here when I turn it on. And you go basically 1001, 1002, up to 1007, and it'll be on. Alright, so that's one of the hacks I did. And for some people, they also want to be able to use the microphone in dual configuration. However, when you're using the USB-C port, it doesn't allow you to do that. So what I ended up buying was this little adapter here. It's a TRS to USB-C, and let me pull it up. I got it from Sound Professionals, and basically with this, it allows you to use both microphones, but allows you to split by using the actual transmitter with your mobile device, if that's what you want to do. Right, so it lets you do that. Let me go ahead and give it a go. Alright. So this is mic 1 right here. This is mic 2. I'm also going to turn it on right now. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. Now they're both on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this. I'm going to unplug my current one. Alright, so now I have the microphones connected via the camera transmitter, USB-C to 3.5, and this allows you to have two audio devices separate. So this right here is the left microphone. Alright, and I know this is the head. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and this is the right microphone. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You should be able to hear the difference with these two. Now, the other thing I notice is, when it comes to putting this on, if you're having a hard time for your first time using it, right, with this little wind muff, right, the best way to put it on initially, if you're loosening it, is press your thumb in there, right, grab this, and then wrap it around. Makes it easier to put on your first few times until you stretch it out. And once again, remember, since we have our little marker, right, if you can't see the arrow, you could use the whiteout as a marker of sorts, so we know it's there. Bam. Alright, so that's my user review of the Lark M2, and hopefully some tips and tricks that'll help you out. I honestly believe this is still the best mic to get out there for mobile and camera. Obviously, if you want onboard recording, you're probably going to want to get anything that basically costs about $200 plus, with the Lark Max 2 Duo or the DJI or the Rode options out there. But you know who you are.